Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off this video by giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles, and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, salutations, and blessings unto the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. Alright. So Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson. This is the first segment of The Law is Perfect. Okay, and we're gonna delve into the topic of the law of grape. Okay, and this is a topic that is not for the faint-hearted. Okay, but as I said, the law is perfect, and that is a part of the law. Okay, this is also part of the word of the Most High. Okay, the Lord has said, and he shall not repent. Okay, this is the book of the law, which endured for generations. Okay, even in the kingdom, this law will be instituted and will be implemented in righteousness. Okay, what I have on the screen now is a few scenarios. Okay, the three scenarios that I came up with, well, that the Lord came up with. Okay, the situations in which the law of grape would be implemented. Okay, where a woman has a husband, where a woman is betrothed, and where a woman is quote unquote single. Okay, in modern terms. Okay, or without a man. Okay, so we're gonna go into it, and Lord willing, this will be edifying. Okay, so let's go into Deuteronomy 22, and I'll start at 22. If a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband, okay, so this is the first scenario. A man is found lying. When it goes into the word lying, it goes into sleeping with, okay, having intercourse with a married woman. Okay, they shall both, so like a, then shall both of them die. Okay, then shall both of them die. Okay, both the man that laid with the woman and the woman, so shalt thou put away evil from Israel. Okay, because in that instance, that would be a case of adultery. Okay, if a man sleeps with another man's wife, that would constitute the premise of adultery. Okay, and adultery is punishable by death. Okay, so we're gonna go into the word adultery and see what that means. It says here in the Merriam-Webster definition, adultery means voluntary. You see, that's why they're gonna be both put to death. Okay, because that instance, the woman and the man, if they be both found lying, and she didn't get raped, okay, she did not get raped, she consented, okay, a voluntary sexual intercourse between a married person and someone other than that person's current spouse or partner, the act of adultery. Okay, and like I said, a man can only commit adultery if he sleeps or if he has intercourse with another man's wife. Okay, if a man has multiple wives, that does not constitute adultery, as long as those women do not have husbands. Okay, they're not betrothed unto other men. Okay, but a woman, as long as she sleeps with another man that is not her husband, the first man that took her virginity, that is adultery. That is why the Lord called this generation, even called the generation that was then, a generation that is wicked and adulterous. Okay, how much more in this time where there's a hookup culture. Okay, where women go from man to man. Okay, that's why this world is greatly polluted. Okay, the sexual liberation of women really came to be the destruction of so-called man and woman interaction. Okay, because again, these things are not so. Okay, these things are adverse to how the Lord intended man and woman to interact with. Okay, a man was supposed to have his wives, and the woman was supposed to deal with one man until either he dies or either she dies. Okay, she was supposed to know only one man until the day that she dies or either he dies. Okay, then she would be free from the law of her husband. Okay, but again, adultery, that's basically it. It's intercourse with For the woman, it's intercourse with a man other than her husband, and for the man, it's sleep intercourse with another man's husband, another man's wife, Salakia. Okay, the Satan, So it says here, I'll read Deuteronomy 22 and 22 again. If a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband, then they shall both, Salakia, then they shall both of them die, both the man that lay with the woman, okay, and the woman. So shall thou put away evil from Israel. If the damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto a man, and the man find her in the city and lie with her, so betrothed, let's go into the word betrothed. What does that mean? What does that entail? The word betrothed in the Merriam-Webster definition, it says engaged to be married. Okay, so there was already a vow, there was already a covenant between the father of that young maiden and the man that was supposed to marry her. Okay, everything was already lined up for them to be married. Okay, in a sense, this woman was reserved for that man. Okay, they were already in this, they were already engaged in the spirit. Okay, no, in the spirit, in the fact that that man, her future husband, and her father had an agreement that eventually she would be his wife. Okay, so it says here, then ye shall bring them both into there shall then ye shall bring them both out into the gates of that city, and ye shall stone them with stones, that they die. The damsel, because she cried not out. Okay, see, that's the difference between that's a part of the stipulation. If she consents, okay, if the married woman or the woman that is betrothed consents to sleeping with that man, she's in agreement with that fact, with committing that act. Okay, they are both meant to be put to death. Okay, being in the city, and the man, because he had humbled his neighbor's wife, so thou shalt put away evil from among you. Okay, and even if, in a sense, even if that woman was not betrothed, okay, even if that, so like, even if that woman was not yet had not yet consummated the marriage with the man, the fact that she was betrothed unto him, that was a covenant in place between the, like I said, between the man and the father, and between the Most High, that this woman, that the woman would have been eventually that man's wife. And the fact that another man came and laid with her, that broke the covenant. Okay, and that's why if that woman does not cry, okay, she has to be put to death. Okay, it's that would not be considered adultery in the literal sense, but it's still punishable by death because of that covenant that was in place. Okay, you see that vow that was made in place between the man, the Most High, and the father of that woman. Okay, so it says here, so let's go here. So like I said, if the woman has a husband, both party, the man that slept with her and the woman, have both committed adultery, and the judgment would be death. Okay, so I have another the point is that it's the jealousy of man. Okay, because again, that woman is the property of that man. Okay, her husband. Okay, the woman is he that found it a wife. Let me bring this out. Let's see. Oh, possession. So like says here in Sirach 36 and 24, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, and a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. So when you get a wife, you really get a possession. She belongs to you. Okay, don't this is a Western mentality where the woman wants to be equal. Okay, where that 50-50 mindset. Okay, all that is for the birds, man. Okay, this is not biblical. It's not the right way. The woman is under the man. The man is the CEO, and the woman is the employee. Okay, she could be the manager, but she is not equal to the man. Okay, we have to understand that. Hey, we're coming back into the time. The old ways is gonna come back in fashion real quick, when the evils, the famine, the pestilence, death is gonna be roaming on the earth. Okay, these women are gonna get back in order, man. Okay, but that being said, A man, when he gets a wife, he gets a possession. She belongs to him. Okay, that's why the woman leaves the name, the family name of her father, and takes on the family name of her husband. She belongs unto him. She becomes his property. Okay, and not in a sense that you beat her every day, you treat her like shit. No, man. It says, "Husband, love thy wife." Okay, he that hateth his wife, how can he love himself? So in a sense, you're supposed to treat her with respect. You're supposed to treat her with love. Okay, you're supposed to care for your wife as if it was yourself. Because again, you're one body. Okay, that woman is a part of you now. You see, in the household, she's supposed to be an extension of you. She represents you. Okay, so again, that's why you wouldn't want to be associated with a harlot. Because then it looks bad on you, man. But anyways, so again, the jealousy of a man. Let me bring that out, because again, after that action, man, after you humbled your neighbor's wife, you can't go back from that. Okay, you see how much more now that these women they have multiple partners. By the time they even leave high school, they're already polluted, man. They're already through. Okay, by the time they leave high school, they're completely done, man. They're messed up in the head. Let me see, the rage of a man, Salakia. Let's see, jealousy. I believe it's in the. Bear with me. It says here in Proverbs 6:34, for jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. Let me see. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. No, Salakia, let me jump up. Proverbs 6:32. But whosoever committed adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. Okay, you're a fool. Okay, you see, this is not the way that the Lord intended things to be. You're not supposed to deal with another man's wife. Okay, that's why even the elders and apostles, they tell us, if this woman has a man, leave her alone. Okay, don't deal with her. Stay away from these people, man. If that woman has a man, hey, she's off limits. Okay. So it says here, because again, if you commit adultery, you lack understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. Okay, because again, you will not be unpunished in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You may do that action in secret, and then she might go her way, you might go her way, and never talk about it again, and act like nothing happens. But in the sight of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you guys are worthy of death. Okay, you're destroying your own soul by doing these things, and the Lord will require what is past. Okay, a wound and dishonor shall he get. Okay, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. So the Lord will remember that action, even if it's been 20 years, and you might forget about it, but the Lord will never forget about it. Okay. For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore will he not spare in the day of vengeance. So now you're making yourself enemies for no reason. Okay, how many people ended up in the grave, ended up 6 foot under, because they dealt because of adultery. Okay, how many men ended up in jail because of adultery? Okay, yes, that's one of the sins that are. There's not many sins that are worthy of death, but that is one of them. Committing adultery, sleeping with another man's wife. Okay, this is something that is completely adverse to what the Lord had intended us to live like. Okay, and like I said, in this wicked and adulterous generation, this is something that happens each and every day, man. Okay, they normalize adultery. That's why when it speaks about the angels of vengeance, the angels that come to destroy those that have not the mark, the tawab, okay, the mark of exemption. Okay, that's why it mentions woman twice. It says maid and woman. Okay, old and young. Okay, a lot of women are going to be put to death in the days to come because of their harlot like behavior. Okay, because they couldn't keep their legs closed. Okay, because they were on the cock carousel and they were jumping from rod to rod. Okay, you see, the Lord has a great judgment coming for you women. Okay, a great humbling is about to happen, man. Okay, it says here, he will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. A man, okay, a man can like being a man. A man is very territorial. Okay, you can't be sleeping with another man's property, and think that you can ride in the sunset like nothing happened, man. Okay, even in the Lord, even his spirit's gonna know that something's wrong. Okay, the woman's gonna start acting different, this and that. Okay, the man is gonna know that something's off, man. Oh, yo, she's not acting like that. Maybe she's cheating on me. The Lord said that the spirit of jealousy is gonna enter into him. Okay, most of the time that spirit doesn't enter for nothing, man. Okay, there used to be back in the days that the priest, you would bring your wife to the priest. She would drink a concoction, and if her belly swells, okay, you know that she had committed adultery. Or her thigh, so like if her thighs were would swell, that would represent that she had committed adultery. Okay, so there was a way back then to know that she had done it. You know, even now in the modern time, the women they have cellulite because they've dealt with many partners, man. Okay, you see, but again that's the thing. Okay, that's the thing between the rage of a man, the jealousy of a man. Okay, it's not, it's even in the spirit, you know that it's not right. Okay, a man that's been quote unquote cheated on, that his wife has been committed adultery on him, his spirit will tell him that is that she's going off. Okay, because again, there's such a thing as soul ties. Okay, there's such a thing as like, this is a spiritual thing. The Lord had put this that woman and that man together. It says, what I put together, let no man cut asunder. Okay, you see, so you coming in between another man's marriage, that's off, man. Okay, you see, that's completely off. And and regardless if today or when you die, you will receive your recompense, man. You will, no one will be can escape the judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashem El Shai. The Lord would put every action, whether good and bad, into judgment. Okay. So it says here, bringing it back to the point of the woman, if she is betrothed. Okay. Just to mention now, in that instance, it wouldn't be constituted as adultery per se, just because the fact that the marriage, the union between that man and that woman has not been consumed. How can I say? The marriage has not been consumed. Okay, because the action of sex has not been taking place, but just because again the vow has been made between the man and the woman's husband, so like between the man and the husband and that woman's father. Okay, there was an agreement, okay, that saying that eventually that my daughter will become your wife. Okay, so again, there was a vow that was broken. Okay, and even in that point, the father, because again, if the father could allow or accept for the man could allow the his daughter to go with that man, but there's still a consequence. The judgment for it would be that you have to pay 50 shekels of gold, man, of silver. Salakia. Let me bring it back to Deuteronomy 22. It says here, no, Salakia, no. Salakia. If the it says here, but if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die. The man still has to be put to death. There's no, okay, I'll give my daughter unto you, this and that. No, man, you have to be put to death, because again, it's not adultery in the literal sense, but it's still adultery in the spirit, because that woman belonged unto another man. Okay, you still messed with another man's property, man. Okay, as Samson said, you plowed with my heifer. You see, she belonged unto that man, and you messed up the whole situation for the father, for the man, for the woman as well, because now the land is polluted, man. Okay, you see, It says here, but unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing. There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death. Okay, because she cried out. The only moment that you would have to put her to death is if she did not cry out. Okay, if she consented with that action, she was down for it. Okay, she was down, as I say, DTF. You see, if she was down for the action, you have to put her to death too, because she consented to the sin. She consented to that action. Okay, she consented to wickedness. Okay, it says here, verse 27. Nasalakia. For as when a man riseth against his neighbor and slayeth him, even so is this matter. You see, that's why that man has to, because it's, in a sense, it's synonymous to adultery. Is synonymous with murder. Okay, it's the same way as in you kill your husband, you kill your neighbor. Is the same way as you committing adultery. Okay, he that it says he that committed murder shall be put to death. Okay, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Okay, you see. That's the same thing, man. Spiritually, you murdered that man. You see, because again, you can't. In a sense, he's not supposed to lay with that woman again, man. He's supposed to put her away because of that action. You see, and again, it says here, verse 27. For he found her in the field, and the betrothed damsel cried. So again, if she cries, that would make her innocent of that sin, and there was none to save her, because again, a man biologically is stronger than a woman. So if you're in the alley somewhere late at night, as they say in the field, and if you're in the alley late at night, you're on your phone, you're not paying attention to what's going on, and you get smacked across the head, and a man takes advantage of you, hey, and there's no one there to help you, you're through. Okay, a man is gonna have his way. Okay, how much more in the days that we're gonna come into, where the love of many is gonna wax cold, man. Okay, all these women that love to gad abroad, okay, that put their trust in 911, okay, that they're walking with. It says what? Ye careless daughters, they're careless, especially in these times, man. These times, living in the metropolis, okay, in the mother cities, have made these women very careless. They're not really paying attention to their surroundings. They're out there and about. Imagine a gazelle just roaming around in the front of lions, man, not even knowing that her life is in danger. Okay, you see, not even paying attention to the natural instinct of fleeing, because she's her face is all immersed in her phone. She's all in social media, not paying attention, not seeing where she's walking. Okay, thinking that the police is gonna save her. But we're coming in a time of chaos. We're coming in a time of hell, true chaos on the earth, man. Okay, their security is gonna be no more, man. Okay, you see. Yeah, that was just a side point. Okay, but again, the woman that lies with a woman, and the man that finds a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die. But the damsel, thou shalt do nothing. There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death. For when a man ariseth against his neighbor and slayeth him, so even so is this matter. Okay. But again, it tells you, verse 24, it tells you that she cried out. Okay. Verse 28, if a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her. Okay. So the word there would be nagash. Okay. You take hold of her. You grab her. That's the from where you get the grape. You see? That's where you get the word grape from. You see? Lay hold on her and lie with her, and they be found. Okay, so again, that's the third scenario. The first one was the woman with a husband. The second one was a woman that was betrothed. The last one, the third one, will be a woman that is a virgin, that is not betrothed and does not have a husband. Okay, so it says here, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife. That's what happens. Okay, that's the consequence for you not being able to bridle your lust. Okay, you're gonna have to deal with that woman for life. Okay, because again, you have humbled her. Okay, now she has become damaged goods. As they say in the world, you break it, you buy it. So that's exactly what happens when a man in that situation would find a woman that is not betrothed and not married, and he has sleeps with her, she becomes his wife. Okay, for until he dies or until she dies. Okay, and then there's again a financial compensation that has to be made for the father, because again the father has is supposed to have the final say in that situation. And again, the father, it doesn't even have to give to allow her to marry. Okay, there's certain instances where you would just pay the 50 shekels of gold, and but the father would refuse to give her unto you for a wife. Okay, let me try to find that precept. Let's see if I can find it. It says here, Exodus 22, and I'll start at 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, so again, she's not married, she's not betrothed, so she doesn't have a husband that is, she doesn't have a future engagement that was set up for her. Okay, it says here, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. If her father utterly refuse to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgin. Okay, so even if the father refuses to give you that woman as a wife, you still have to pay that money. You still have to pay the 50 shekels of gold. You know, so like it, 50 shekels of silver. Let me go back and see how much it would be. Deuteronomy 22 and 25. It was so like at 29, it was 50 shekels of silver. Okay, so we go into 50 shekels of silver. Let me see. I'm try to Google it, see what that means. Canadian dollars today. No, let me see. Okay. Let's see what they say in Reddit. Yeah, that's not really relevant. Let me. Institution of creation, 50 shekels of silver. What would that represent today? They're not really saying much. They're going deep. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, they're bugging. Okay, it says here, according to these estimates, the value of one biblical shekel is roughly equivalent to 14, 15 in US dollars. That's bullshit. Because again, one silver was a day's wage. Okay, so it says here, it says here, it says some scholars have observed that one silver coin was a working man's wage. So in modern terms, a worker getting $15 an hour in an 8-hour day would take home about $120. 30 days wage would be $3,600. Okay, and it says it gets more complicated still. We recall that not all coins of the same weight were equal of value, but let's just say one silver coin was a day's wage. Let's keep that number 120. Okay, so it would be 120. Let's see if we could do the math. Okay, let's do the math real quick. So 120 times 50. Okay, so so if you wanted if you wanted to commit the act of grape, okay, if you saw a young maiden that wasn't betrothed, you understood that you knew that she wasn't betrothed. You know, even before committing that action, okay, you would have to think, do I have enough in my bank account? Do I have enough shekels to purchase this action, man? Okay, you see. That's the deterrent. Okay, because yeah, you could have done it, but then you would have to pay that amount, $6,000, man, for a woman. Okay, that's what it cost, man. Okay, it's in that time, yo. It's not everyone that had that kind of money. Okay, 50 shekels. You basically had to be balling that in those days, man. Okay, so basically in modern days, according to this calculation, about 16 is about $6,000. Okay, see. So going back to Deuteronomy 22 and 29, then the man that laid with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he had humbled her, and he may not put her away all his days. A man shall not take his father's wife, nor discover his father's skirt. Okay, but again, that's the three scenarios pertaining to the law on grape. So a woman having a husband, a woman being betrothed, and a woman that is quote unquote single. Okay, all these actions come with a judgment. Okay, some one two of those situations have a judgment of death, worthy of death, and one of them is a financial compensation unto the father because you have tempered with his possession. Okay, and again, even then, the father is allowed to refuse that you keep his daughter. You would pay the dowry, you would pay the price of a virgin, but you would not have the woman. That the last say goes to the father because she's still his possession. Okay, so Lord willing, this was edifying. Okay, I like to give all honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash. Until next lesson, shalom, shalom, shalom.